All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 21-day purification talk. I'm excited you guys are here and excited to share with you um, all that I know about. So, I personally do this cleanse once or twice per year. I feel like it's a really nice reset for the body. Um, the Basically, the cleanse will have some um, shakes that you do, some supplements that you do, some fiber that you take. So you take two or three shakes per day, depending on um, how you feel. And you can eat food as long as you eat the right foods, and we'll go through all that as we continue the talk. It's just a nice way to get a reset. It's a nice way to detox the body. It helps decrease inflammation. It helps increase energy. Anytime I've ever done the cleanse, I feel like I get a better night's sleep. I feel more well rested. I'm going to share my screen and see if hopefully you guys can see it. And then we'll just kind of go through the slides together. And feel free to ask questions. If you have any questions, you can just chat in the little chat box. So I'm going to try to share my screen here. And we'll go here. Share. Perfect. All right, so let's go back up to here. So here is the 21-day purification program, all the things that come with it. And you can see there's a big bottle here that's called SP Complete. It has a ton of whole foods in it and good detoxification foods like beets. And this is helpful to basically feed and nourish your body as well as help detox your body. And then there is the SP Cleanse, which is for the first part of the cleanse, you'll take the SP Cleanse supplement, and that's going to help really detoxify the body. So helping to cleanse the liver, the kidneys, all of the internal organs, the blood, and kind of get all the stuff out of your system. There's also the whole food fiber. So you're going to take the whole food fiber with the SP Complete in your shakes. You do 1 scoop per shake of the fiber, and that's going to help to rebalance your gut flora. So we're going to repopulate the gut flora and get rid of any of the old stuff that's not helping anymore and replenish it with new stuff. And then during the second part of the cleanse, you'll take the SP Green Food supplement. And that's, again, we're just going to feed the body. We're going to give back to the body and nourish it at the second part of the second half of the cleanse. And then there's something here that says gastrofiber. We actually don't use that one in this particular cleanse. We're going to use the whole food fiber instead. So why do you need a purification? There are lots of chemicals in the air and toxins from just cars and farms and pesticides and things we put on our body, foods that we eat. We're pretty much inundated daily, especially if you live in a big city or even close to farms, with toxins. And our body has a natural detoxifying system that helps get things out, but sometimes over time that gets gunked up, just maybe by our lifestyle choices, foods that we've been eating, or our environment, toxins in the environment. So we want to give our body a little bit of a boost, just like you would take your car to get an oil change or help kind of clean out the stuff underneath the hood. It's the same thing with our body. We want to clean out the stuff underneath the hood so that we can kind of function at our most optimal level, give our organs some love. They deserve it. They need some help. So there's 80,000 chemicals registered in the United States. Doesn't mean you're inhaling all 80,000 at once, but that's how many there are registered. So at any given time, we're exposed to all kinds of chemicals and toxins in the air, things we put on our body, foods we eat. And over time, like I said, it just can gunk up the system and make you feel slow, tired, anxious, bloated, all kinds of different things. I think I have a slide on symptoms too. So here are the signs of toxic burden, some of them. You can have joint pain, food cravings, weight gain, sleepless nights, waking up in the night is common when we have a toxic load. You can feel tired all the time, GI upset, bloating, constipation, irregularity in bowel movements, things like that. So I put, here's just like a quick and easy how to determine your toxic load here. So, but I did also put in the link that I sent out, and which I will add in the chat box here, a link to the little blog I wrote about the cleanse, where you can take the toxicity questionnaire. So if you decide to do the cleanse, it's really cool because you can find out kind of what your toxic load is now. And then I always like to do the questionnaire after I do the cleanse so you can kind of compare. And last year, and I eat pretty healthy and clean regularly in my life, and I try to have the least amount of exposure I can to toxins and things like that, including buying organic vegetables and grass-fed meat and things like that. But I took the toxicity questionnaire before I did the cleanse last September, and my number was at 80, and ideally you should be 40 or below. When I took it again, I was under 40. So I was surprised even to see that because I was feeling pretty good myself. So it's really fun to do the toxicity questionnaire, which I will add in the chat box. So you can click on the chat and click on the link and take the toxicity questionnaire. So again, here's the details. What comes in the purification kit are 2 bottles of the SP Complete, the dairy-free powder, and 2 containers of the whole food fiber. So you'll have enough for the whole cleanse. And then if you want to still do some shakes after the cleanse is over, you can, as you kind of reintroduce foods and things like that. There's also, I don't know why I can't see it, but hopefully you can. There we go. There's also the SP Cleanse supplement. So for the first day 1 through day 10, you're going to take the SP Cleanse supplement. You take 7 of them 3 times per day. And again, this is going to help. We're pulling all these toxins out. We want to make sure they're eliminated from our body. So this is going to help totally detoxify us and clean us out. And then days 11 through 21, you're going to do the SP Green Food, and I believe that's 5 tablets 3 times a day. So a little bit less in the amount, but again, this is more of the feeding process. You know, we just went through the garden and took out all the weeds, and now we got to feed ourselves and kind of nourish back up. So here's the details, kind of what I just said, so you can go back and look through the, you know, exactly how many scoops. Also, there's a little book, I'll show you guys, a little book that comes with your cleanse like this. And inside of it, it has all of the instructions and like little, it also has some recipes for smoothies and things like that in there. So you can just follow along in here as well. And so there's the details. You definitely want to make sure you drink a lot of water because, like I said, we're pulling toxins out and we want to make sure that they're getting eliminated. And the water will just help you stay hydrated and kind of support all of the detoxification pathways. And I put a little note here. The first 11 days are supposed to be vegetarian, but some people just need more protein and can't really do vegetarian. So you can, if you try vegetarian and you're feeling like I just really need protein, go ahead and add a little bit of fish in to that the beginning of the cleanse. That's totally fine. And let's see here. So so like I said, you can eat as much as you want of the right foods on this cleanse. So we're not starving ourselves. So it's actually really doable, really easy to do. So the foods that we'll eliminate are listed here. So we're not going to do any grains, but you can do quinoa. So we're basically eliminating things that are inflammatory to the body, things that will impair the detoxification process, or things that people sometimes regularly have sensitivities to. So things like grains, people tend to be more sensitive to those, and those create inflammation. It doesn't mean all grains are bad. We're just going to kind of eliminate the things that cause inflammation and slow down our detoxification pathways. So we'll take out grains, but like I said, quinoa is okay. So no wheat or gluten. We'll take out nuts, dairy, eggs, alcohol, caffeine, and of course processed foods. So those are the things we're eliminating, but there's a ton of things you can eat. So you can have any fruit or vegetable you want. You can have any fruit you want. I do recommend limiting the fruit. And there is a little list of, just because a lot of us have blood sugar regulation issues. So there is a list in the little book that I showed you of lower glycemic fruits, things like raspberries, blueberries, I think strawberries is on the list, just fruits that tend to have less fruit sugars. So going easy on the fruit, as many vegetables as you want. You can eat meats days 11 through 21. You can do fish, chicken, and beef, but make sure that it is organic and grass-fed and the healthiest meat you can find. Same with the vegetables. You want to make sure you're doing good organic vegetables, because the GMO vegetables have pesticides and toxins on them that will kind of, again, gunk up those pathways and be less beneficial to your healing and moving through this process. So because we are eliminating toxins in the body, sometimes the first 4 to 5 days, you may feel symptoms of that. So you may feel like you have a low-grade headache, can be more severe in some cases. It really depends on how toxic you are before you start the cleanse, right? So if you drink a ton of coffee, I recommend cutting that amount in half before you start the cleanse, so that you're not getting such a bad headache from going off coffee. Same with sugar. If you eat a lot of sugar, make sure that you cut the amount in half before you go on the cleanse. It will just sort of make the detoxification process, the beginning of that, a little bit easier. So you might feel fatigue. I usually feel pretty tired the first 3 days. I might feel a little bit more hungry those first 3 days as well. I haven't gotten a headache when I've done it, but a lot of people do. It's a common symptom. But like I said, it should only last days 1 through 5. If it lasts any longer than that, reach out to me and we can kind of troubleshoot what's going on, okay? Let's see, what's next? So just tips for having a successful purification. You want to make sure you have your food ready ahead of time or available to you quickly. So the last thing we want is to get really hungry and we don't have anything prepared or we don't have snacks around and we're just going to reach for what's easy, and typically that's processed food or some other unhealthy or inflammatory food. So here's just some tips that I like. When getting my pantry ready, I love to have pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds at the ready. You can do seeds, but no nuts. One of my favorite go-tos for kind of that sweet tooth is, I get it at Whole Foods, but it's just medjool dates and they're rolled with coconut. And I find one of those when I'm having a little bit of a sugar moment is perfect for that. And I put on here the Ticino, which is kind of my coffee substitute as I'm going through it. It's dandelion root, and it's also got some prebiotic inulin in it, so it's a really nice substitute for coffee as you're going through. There's obviously no caffeine. You can have as many herbal teas as you want as well. Green tea is a really nice choice, a good non-caffeinated green tea. And yeah, I like to do the Ticino in the morning like my coffee. It's dark like coffee, so it makes you feel like you're having it. So those are, kind of my favorite things to have on hand. You can choose yours. And there's also a list in the book of things that you may want to have in your house, in your kitchen, before you start the cleanse, in your pantry. And let's see here. I'm just going to check to see if people are, just going to stop sharing my screen for a second and see if people are trying to join here. Okay, no. All right, so I'm going to go back to sharing the screen. Share it. Okay, so benefits of our purification. Like I said, you're going to feel like you have more energy. You're going to feel like a greater sense of vitality. Your digestion will improve. The clear thinking. So like if you ever have mind fog, that's going to go away. So most people experience some amount of weight loss between 5 and I've had someone lose 21 pounds. So somewhere around there. I don't typically do this for weight loss, but you probably will lose some weight. And it can improve your hormonal balance. So if you have PMS or you're struggling with menopause and hot flashes, things like that, that will improve. And your if you have digestive bloating ever, that will probably improve as well. And there's so many other benefits, but those are just some of them. And I think that's it. So I am going to start this September 1st. So if you'd like to join me, you can email info@losgatoswellness.com, info@losgatoswellness.com, or you can text our office phone at 408-891-8222, and we can set you up with the program. And we can ship everything directly to you, so you don't even need to leave your house to come pick up anything. And I'm also offering a free 15-minute consult for each week of the cleanse. So you can call me, or we can do a Zoom or FaceTime meeting just to troubleshoot anything that might be going on, answer any questions that you have, and just to be, in general, a supportive source for you as we move through the cleanse. This is one of my favorite times of year to do the cleanse, because for me, summer is usually a time of, it's been a challenging summer this year, but usually a time where I maybe don't eat as clean and maybe do things that I don't usually do with going on vacation or things like that, even though there hasn't been a ton of vacationing going on this year. And some of you may have found also with the shelter in place that you're just not eating foods that are nourishing, or eating foods that feel more emotionally comforting. Same with maybe more alcohol use at this time. So this is just a nice reset between summer and fall to kind of prepare your body, especially with COVID and all that's going on. It's really, really a great idea to start building your immune system up now, building your defenses up now, clearing out the detoxification pathway. So as we move into the winter months, when there's a normal flu season anyway, you're going to stay healthy. Your body will be a great environment for health and not a host for sickness. So I really recommend this cleanse. It's one of my favorite things to do. The cost for the cleanse, so if you guys don't want to do 21 days, you're like, I don't know if I can commit to 21 days. It seems like a long time. I'm not sure. There is a 10-day version. So you can start with the 10-day and just see how you feel. And 10 days is super easy. It's just, 10 days, that's it, you're done. So the cost for the 21-day is $263. And the cost for the 10-day is $152.50. So, and again, you can PayPal me, and we can ship it directly to you. I think shipping, it may be free, I think, shipping. So if it's not, I think it's around $8, but I'm pretty sure it's free. So Purification 21-day is $263, 10-day is $152.50. And you can email me at info@losgatoswellness.com if you want to join, or if you have any other questions about the cleanse. I look forward to supporting you guys through this process. I'm super excited to do it myself, and I will keep you updated on the process. I'll also share the link for the toxicity questionnaire if you want to do that as well. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today, and you can chat any questions that you may have, and I will do my best to answer them. All right, take care. Okay, I'm gonna try to put the link in the chat here. So let's see. I should have probably done this before, but we'll try here. Go to blog. Okay, so I think we're good. I'll put this in the chat box. Message here. There you go. And then I'll share it with you guys. All right, technology done. All right, guys, so the link is in there. If you want to sign up, all the information's in there. Toxicity questionnaire is in there. And please reach out if you have any questions. All right, thank you for joining me this morning. Bye-bye.